Welcome back to the Setter Podcast. I'm your host, Victor Long, my co-host, Mark.
You.
You're so far, Mark.
I know.
I kind of miss you. I was used to us being side by side, but Quinn just, rejected our offer again for like the 12th time, but it's okay. How are you, Mark? What's going on?
Offers.
Yeah. He started his stand-up career
too as well,
Did he? I don't remember like when we recorded. Did he already do his stand-up?
No, I don't think so, because I think we would have mentioned it for
That's
sure.
what I'm trying to say. I'm like, damn, how did we not talk about that?
Yeah, I think he definitely
hope
did that
not.
like maybe a day or a couple days after that.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Cool. I want to mention something because I noticed this on the drive over. So we didn't pass it yet, but usually on the drive back, you know how we drive like that older, like 55 plus community?
Yeah.
They just be kind of chilling outside.
Yeah.
I kind of had like this epiphany a little bit. Why was I driving past and this is like, I'm sitting here, I'm like looking at these older people, and why do like older Asian women have the most drip? Like, I was like, stay with me. I hope we see them on the way back if they're still there. But like, I was looking at them. I'm like, yo, like if you throw this fit on like a 20-year-old like white man and he did the video on TikTok, he would get like 100,000 likes. Because like the fit that she had on, two of them was crazy. Like this one lady, I'm also partially saying this because I'm realizing this now. Maybe I dress like an older Asian woman. She was wearing like a shirt similar to this. It was like striped, but it was like lavender and like white. Striped.
Okay.
She had like similar pants to me. And then she had like some Reeboks, Adidas, like low top white sneakers and like some sunglasses. And I'm like, yo, she's like dripped out right now. And she was just sitting there like waiting for the bus, like on the side of like sitting on some concrete with the little shopping cart that older people be having, like the foldable ones you have on the bus. I'm like, yo, she kind of dripped out like low key. Yeah. Then there was this other woman, I don't think they knew each other, but they were just standing on the same sidewalk. And she had like these pants, like this color pants. Like it was like burgundy and purple, but it had like this funky pattern on it that looked crazy. And she had like a white bucket hat on and like some sneakers. And I'm like, yo, like if you throw this on anybody in their 20s, like this is drippy as hell. It was like a zip up and like the collar was popped out. I was like, yo, she got crazy drip right now.
She had the swag just for chilling.
So like, so now it's about to be fall. So I'm just like, oh, like everybody's like, oh, we gonna start dressing now, like, cause it's cool, like you can layer more, whatever. Like I'm gonna start looking at the older, like respectfully, at the older Asian women, cause they were like dripped out, and I'm like, where are y'all going to? So I need somebody to like put me on. I need to befriend an older Asian woman.
Turn out they just gonna all be wearing bubble jackets during the winter,
bro. But low key, like if it wasn't on an older Asian woman, somebody'd be like, yo, like that fit is fire. It's all about the silhouette. You gotta look at the silhouette and not look at the person sometimes.
That's true.
Because like if you look at fashion shows, you be looking at them as like, yo, what the fuck are they wearing?
Yeah, they either all super covered up or have almost like nothing on.
But it's about the piece. It's not about the person.
You're right. It's just insane to think that sometimes, you being that covered up or that show, you're just like, damn, okay.
Yeah, so like you find inspiration wherever you can. I'm finding it in older Asian women.
That's where you gotta look now. You knew this just in.
And then to make it even colder, which is something I do a lot, they be like, when they walk around, they got their hands behind their back. Like that drippy ass stance. And I be doing it too. And this is like a popular thing with older Asian people, but I get it. Like it's mad comfortable. I do it all the time. Yeah. But it's just like for a pose, it look hard. So I'm like, damn, they running this fit right now.
Yeah.
So I just want to give my respect to older Asian women.
That's just all. I just want to do that.
But yeah. And low key, like just older people in general, because like a lot of time now people are dressing like older people anyway, like kind of like dad hats, dad fit, old like sweater vibes. And if you look at like pictures of people in like Japan and Korea and shit, they be squatting like smoking a cigarette and shit, and they look mad cold. Like I don't know, like
I don't know exactly. They just, like you said, that's just naturally what they do. And you see that shit in like shows and all that stuff like that. You're just like, damn, okay. They just chilling on the side, smoking their little cigarette, doing their own business. But they always got some like, whether if it's just the top or the bottom, they got something that's just
like crazy.
It's like, okay.
But you know what it is though, low key? I didn't even mean to make this into a whole thing. I just want to mention this, but it's another thing is just like they're older, so they were around when a lot of shit was being made, especially back then when shit was a lot better quality.
Yeah.
And they be having some shit where it's like, damn, they don't even make that anymore. Like he bought that like 30 years ago. and he just took care of it.
True,
And you
yeah.
ever see like an old head with a jacket that's crazy, and he copped it when it was brand new.
Yeah. He was
But
like,
now
I
it's-
don't know when I got this.
But now for us, it's vintage, and vintage is like the shit right now.
yeah.
So they be having like a fucking championship jacket of the fucking Yankees and shit that look mad drippy. And I'm like,
True.
damn, bro, like where the fuck you cop that?
Yeah.
And they ain't buying it secondhand. They bought that shit retail.
Yeah, they bought that
Back
shit when
then,
it
when you
first came out.
When you could buy leather jackets for like $20.
Right. At $20, nothing more over 50, you know, and it would keep you warm too. It's not
Mhm.
some shit where it'd be like, oh yeah, this
It
is
look-
expensive, and then
Yeah.
shit don't even keep you warm or nothing.
So yeah, old people low key got the fire.
Interesting, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, honestly. But I know in recent news, older people.
Oh, yo, to be honest with you, like
just forgot about that.
yeah, like
Yeah, it's pretty easy to forget, especially when it's not in your country.
yeah, like a lot of the times I'll look for like articles or like shit on Twitter or shit. I'm like, oh,
I feel
like
like you didn't need to.
yeah, where it's just like shit pops up, and I'm just like, oh, let me write this down so we could talk about it. And I saw that, and I was like, respectfully, like it don't care. Like people have been like a lot more ruder than that, but it's just like, one, there's mad history to support that she just wasn't a great person
Yeah.
in her past, and then we're American, so it's even like double that. Sorry.
That's how much he feels.
Yeah. So it's just like, don't give a fuck times 12.
Yeah, what I found like really, I guess, I don't know, it was like funny to me in a way. Like I was seeing all that shit just about, we're talking about Queen Elizabeth. I felt
Oh, yeah, we haven't-
we didn't really address what
The
we were
elephant
talking
in the
about.
room.
Yeah, we were talking about Queen Elizabeth.
The British elephant.
Yeah, and she passed away 96. And yeah, I just felt like seeing everything like on Twitter, because that's where you were going to get all the shit at. But
That's where we all get our reliable news.
yeah. I just saw like almost every like 3 posts or something. It was something about it. And I just found it crazy in my head to think like only if she knew. And I just thought it was crazy that she passed away and just like all these people are just talking shit. I just found it like so crazy to think about. I'm just like, damn, can you imagine like passing away and like within the half the day, people are just posting about
Like
you just
partying,
talking shit, not giving a shit. I'm just like, damn,
making
bro.
memes.
Like just off of you, like I know there's probably like a lot more other stuff that goes into it, but like you as a person, they're just like bashing you, and I'm just like, shit, I couldn't imagine like
Yeah.
that. That's terrible.
It's, I don't know. I feel like that's like if I die, like, I mean, not if, when I die, I'm gonna be immortal. So that's an if.
Right.
But if I like,
If I
or
die.
when I die, I keep saying that. When I die, I would rather people do shit like that. Like, I want my grandkids to make memes about me or something. Would you be mad if people like made jokes at your funeral? Not disrespectfully, but like just like trying to like be happy.
No, I
'Cause,
wouldn't
like,
mind. I don't care.
I remember a while ago, or there's 2 videos kind of. There was one video of like a girl making a TikTok at her grandfather's funeral.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were kind of like, yo, like, that's kind of drawn. And then there's another one where like the guy wasn't passed away, but like somebody's grandfather was like on the hospital bed, like going through it. And I guess his grandson or something was like doing a TikTok dance. It was like, oh, like this for you, Peepaw. And it's just,
Peepaw.
everyone's just like, bro, like chill, like put the phone down for like a day. Like
Yeah.
your Peepaw is going through it. Like show him some love, watch some TV with him or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, the Queen passed. It was kind of weird. I feel like this was something that I felt like she probably passed like way before we even knew about it. Cause like
Oh.
at least that day when it happened,
Mm.
it was like, oh, like breaking news. Like I don't know what the proper term is, but like the British Council or whatever it may be, like the people surrounding the Queen are like worried or whatever. Like she's sick or like they're going to the hospital or something to like see her or something. And then it was like an hour later, like dead.
Mm.
So I feel like they kind of knew that shit was coming. They were just kind of like more preparing for the shit.
Yeah, they
but-
had to.
But to make it even like more like kind of weird to me, not weird, but something I like noticed is like she was 96, right? Betty White was 99 when she passed. And she was still pushing. She was still
That is
working,
crazy, yeah.
doing Snicker commercials and shit.
I know.
She was working. She looked young as fuck. I guess that's what happens when you don't like abuse entire civilizations and people and
Probably it takes a toll.
be a weirdo. Yeah, being bitter and evil and shit be making you look mad. Like, you know, like, you ever see somebody who's just looks mad young, but their energy is young too.
Yeah.
And you could see that in like how they look and shit. Like, you'd be seeing some people like, they'd be like 50 and they look like 28, and it's like, damn, bro, what's your secret? And they just happy as fuck.
Yeah.
So if you're a bitter ass person, like, you age poorly, and that's facts. Like, there's people out there who's just like, you like 20 something, you look mad old for your age. Or there's some people you're just like, yo, like, it makes sense you look mad young.
True. Yeah.
Like old Asian women.
It's like,
it all comes back.
It all comes back. Yeah.
So briefly had something come up. So we had to step out for a quick second. So we're kind of out of time here, but I don't want to close it off and just, I want to actually do one thing before we get out here, and then we can call it an episode. So football just came back this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, we just had our game. Eagles won, barely, but we won.
I know. I remember when I first saw it, like when it was first coming on, I know we were like down, like, I think, what was it? Second, was it? I don't know. I know it was like 0-7, like really.
Yeah, when we started off, it was like 7-0. And then after that, we just like bodied them. But then they started to come back towards the end. So football's back. We won. I know there's a game tonight. I have this thing every year where, like, I'll try to do sports betting. I'll put like $10 in and then just see where it goes.
Do we have to go back to the betting episode, Victor?
What was that? Oh, but that's different. We talked about yeah. But reason I bring this up is because I actually did it this weekend, 2 small bets, and I won. I won some money. It wasn't. It's like $5, $10, whatever. But I know that you normally don't do it, and I know you don't really aren't big as into sports. But I wanted to ask you to make a bet on my behalf.
Okay.
We're short on time, so I won't make it that long of a thing.
I feel like a lot of pressure here.
No, it's not a lot of, like, I put like $20 in. I won like 10.
That could change your life, Victor.
Yeah, like, so we'll make a $5 bet.
Okay.
It's not like anything that's gonna hurt anybody. I'm not gonna miss the $5. It's already gone.
I don't know.
And I won't overcomplicate it because we're almost out of time.
Like 10 years from now, it's gonna come back for me.
Fuck. But tonight, the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks play on Monday Night Football.
Okay.
See, Russell Wilson used to be on the Seahawks. He's no longer on the Seahawks. He's on the Broncos. So they're playing tonight.
Interesting. Wow.
Heavy stakes here. Heavy emotions.
A lot of emotions.
So I'll leave it completely up to you, but I'll let you know that Russell Wilson is on the Broncos, and the Seattle Seahawks have like 2 backup QBs. They're really shitty. Like, he left because, like, he didn't like how things were being run, so he left the team. It's unfortunate, but whatever. So, and I'm gonna let you pick between those 2 teams who's gonna win tonight. I'll let you know that obviously the Seahawks are the underdogs. They're plus 245, and then the Broncos are minus 295, which means they're the favorite.
Okay.
So I won't overcomplicate. So you just pick who you think is going to win tonight. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to influence you. I don't care.
Okay.
Just pick whoever.
As far as team? Okay. I didn't know if it was like team or player. Okay.
Who's going to win tonight, Broncos or Seahawks?
I mean, off the information you gave me, I would say the Broncos.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're the favored.
Not only because the favorite, but I know you said Russell Wilson, you know, like him being, you know, a great quarterback or whatever. And you telling me straight up that the quarterbacks for the Seahawks.
Yeah, like they're like, just to be honest, they're backup quarterbacks. Like right now, they're kind of in a mindset where it's like, we're gonna pick up a guy in college, like in the draft, and then kind of rebuild from there.
All right, that makes sense. But yeah, after hearing that, I mean, I feel like there probably is gonna be a lot of flops as far as like the throws and whatnot. But I mean, I feel like it would. I don't.
It seems like a layup, but you never know.
Yeah,
but I'm confident if you want to go with the favorite,
I feel like it
fine.
Definitely wouldn't be like a blowout, but
yeah.
like,
but all we're picking here is like who wins.
Yeah,
so
I would definitely say probably the Broncos then.
Okay.
If I was to choose, just off of the information you gave me.
All right. Wait. I don't need an ad. So. Okay. So I put in the Broncos winning. So if the Broncos win, I put in 5, I get back like $6 and some change. Like, since they're the favorite, I don't make a lot.
Okay.
If we had picked the Seahawks and I put $5 in, I would have won $17.
See.
Yeah, but like I'd rather win $1 than lose 5 because it seems like the Seahawks are gonna lose.
True.
But now if we come back next week and they won, then we're gonna fight.
See, that's where I'm gonna come for you.
Yeah.
See, but that's the thing that's so crazy about it is because like, if they didn't tell me what I would win off of that, I think it would be I would more likely just choose whoever I kind of feel like I know is gonna win, regardless of like who's the favorite. But the fact that you only win like 6 compared to 17, I'm just throwing my money at the underdog.
But that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem that people have is like, that they're gonna win.
Exactly.
But it's like if it hits, then it's like, are you up?
Yeah, that's so terrible to make that like as far as like a reward you get, because like there's no high risk if you're just gonna get a low reward for it. But
Yeah. I picked, what did I pick? I picked the Rams, or no, it was the Rams-Bills game on Thursday. I picked that the Bills were going to win, which they were the favorite, but there was like they have like promotions sometimes where it's like, oh, like if you meet certain conditions, you automatically win. So it's like immediately as soon as the team that I picked was up 7, I won.
Oh,
so I got that, and then I picked the Ravens versus the Jets this weekend, and if they went up 10, then I automatically won, and that happened. So that's how I made my money this weekend. So I'm gonna see. I have money in this account right now, the $20. So if we let's see how long we can stretch this out. If we keep betting together and see what.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that is pretty awesome to see. You know, as far as like what you could win and whatnot. But yeah, it would suck like to lose on something when you're like going for the one that you know you're gonna get the most money from. But again, it all matters depending on how much you put in. So you know, I'm glad I don't have a lot of money because. I'd be sitting there throwing like 200. I was like, I don't care if they're not.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
But yeah. All right. I just wanted to do that before we get out of here. Apologize for this super short episode, but maybe it's more enjoyable this way. I don't know. Maybe easier for you guys to watch. But yeah, we love you guys. See you next week.